Hello, this is Elias from Dprms. Welcome. In this demo video, we will show you how access to SharePoint Online can be restricted with Microsoft Intune through something called Conditional Access. We will as well show you how Microsoft Intune will protect data that is stored on SharePoint Online. Listen, before I start the presentation, a big thank you to all of you who are watching our videos. Do not forget at the end of the video to subscribe to our channel, as there will be more demo videos as we move along. Now let me start with explaining why we created this presentation. You see, there are many organizations out there that are moving the data to SharePoint Online. This is great. SharePoint Online comes with loads of benefits, but there are some challenges. You see, by storing your data online means that the data can potentially be accessed from anywhere by simply logging on to the Office 365 portal. This is great if you're okay with your employees accessing your data from anywhere, but if you want to restrict the access and protect your information that is stored online, what do you do? So in this video, we are going to demonstrate what's called Conditional Access. This is a feature offered through Microsoft Intune, which enables organizations to allow full access to online resources when a user is connected to a domain-joined PC, but restricts the access when the resources are being accessed, let's say from a home PC or a mobile device, such as an Android or an iPad. And as a benefit, besides restricting access to SharePoint, the technology will as well protect the information when it is being accessed on mobile devices. Let me show you how this works. So in this scenario, we have prepared a demo environment with one company, Nuvite, and one user, Wade Black. Now the way we have configured conditional access here is that when Wade Black connects to SharePoint Online through the company PC, he will be able to access the site without any restrictions. However, when he tries to access SharePoint Online from his home PC, the access will be restricted. And then when he tries to access SharePoint Online from mobile devices, access will as well be restricted. In order to access the SharePoint site, he will need to enroll his device through the company portal. Once the devices are enrolled, we will demonstrate that the information is in fact protected thanks to the data protection features that comes with Microsoft Intune. So let's get started. In this slide, Wade Black is working through a domain-joined PC. And to demonstrate that he has unrestricted access to SharePoint Online, he will log on to the portal. As we can see, there are no restrictions to the site. In this slide, Wade Black will access SharePoint Online from his home PC. As we can see, access to SharePoint Online is restricted. In this slide, Wade Black will access SharePoint Online from his Android tablet. When doing so, he is prompted with an information window that in order to access the resource, he needs to enroll his device. So let's do that. To speed up the video, I will pause it and I will resume once the enrollment is complete. As we can see, the device is now enrolled to Intune. Let's see if we can access SharePoint. Voila! Access to SharePoint is working perfectly fine. And let's open a document stored on the site. Yep, that works perfectly fine as well. You know what? Let's see if we can copy some information and paste it over to our local unmanaged Notes app. Look at that. Intune restricts the information from being extracted. Isn't this great? Okay, we are almost finished here. Let's have a look and see what happens when doing the exact same thing on an iPad. He logs on to the portal and clicks on the SharePoint icon. By doing so, he is asked to enroll his device in order to access the resource. Again, I am going to pause the video and then resume it when the enrollment is complete. As we can see, the iPad is now enrolled to Intune. Let's see what happens when he accesses SharePoint now. Look at that. We can now access SharePoint Online without any problems. Let's open up a file and see how that works. Yes, the document can be opened and we can read the information. Let's copy some information from this document and paste it over on an unmanaged app. As we can see, although we are clicking on paste, the information remains secure and cannot be extracted. So, what did we learn here? Let's do a recap of the requirements. We want to take advantage of SharePoint Online and all the benefits that comes with it. In the same time, we do not want to be exposed to the risks that comes with storing the data in the cloud. As an example, we could have users in a foreign country simply logging on to the site and start extracting corporate data. We as well did not want to add in extra layers of security that could cause extra hassle for the users that are working from the office. Their access should be left unaffected. We learned that with configuring conditional access powered by Microsoft Intune, we were able to comply with all of these requirements. We managed to restrict external access without affecting the users that are connected through the office, and those who did access the site externally had to enroll their devices to Intune, which provided a secure access to corporate data. Now, a couple of quick notes here which I think is worth mentioning for this presentation. In this demo, Wade Black was able to enroll the devices all by himself. This can of course be restricted so that only the IT administrators can enroll the devices. This would give you another layer of security if required. You can, if required, exclude specific users from these restrictions, giving them full access to SharePoint Online from any device. This can be handy if you have a boss or a director who does not want to be restricted in any way from accessing the company resources. In this demo, we restricted access specifically to SharePoint Online, meaning that access to Exchange and email remained unaffected. Access restrictions to Exchange Online can of course be configured the same way if required. As we restrict the access to SharePoint Online, same restrictions automatically will apply to OneDrive for Business, meaning you do not need to configure separate access configurations for OneDrive, which I think is very practical. In Microsoft Intune, you can restrict screenshotting. If we had enabled that feature, this video would have been impossible to record as it would have given us a black screen. Finally, have in mind that there is a difference between mobile devices and workstations. You have more data protection options for mobile devices than workstation PCs. So what do I need in order to configure conditional access? Let's have a look at the licensing first. Always double check with Microsoft or a Microsoft partner for the latest information, as terms, conditions and prices can change from the day this video is being recorded. But as of right now though, before configuring conditional access for SharePoint Online, you need to, well, of course, you need a SharePoint Online subscription for the users that want to access SharePoint, and you will as well need to have Enterprise Mobility Plus Security subscription or an Azure Active Directory Premium subscription, as users must be licensed for EMS or Azure AD. Before configuring conditional access, you should as well be aware of the technical requirements. I am therefore providing you with a link below so that you can get all the information that you need before getting started. So thank you very much for joining us on this demo, and as always, it is a great pleasure to have you with us. Protecting your information in the cloud can be tricky, and we are here to help you if you have any questions. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel, as there will be more demo videos as we move along. Until the next time, have a great day and bye bye.